back right now. Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesdays, Champagne and Conversation, Bant Before Bed. Don't forget, guys, look out for the social. We'll look at subscribe to all TGM Radio on Twitter, IG, Instagram. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well, DrunkleJ27, on Twitter at 27J, and the YouTube channel Drunkle Days. And yeah, it's that time. Hump Day, Wavy Day. I'm so tipsy right now. My head's hurting me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why I'm kind of tipsy right now because obviously I had this guest here. He looks Caucasian, so I thought he's gonna be on Caucasian time. But he can't. So we're throwing all stereotypes out the window. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued because obviously, this individual. At first I wasn't too sure actually he was gonna come onto the show. Actually, to be honest, because actually, when I looked on his YouTube channel, I'm actually a fan now. Actually, because I saw him produce. He has songs with M. Dot, and again I see him on pictures with D Double, Flirter. And I'm thinking, yeah, man, this guy has got the gift. All he just needs is pushing. That's all he just needs to push. But I don't hold it too much because right now on Tipsy Talk, who have I got right now, man?
GC in the building. What's going on, man?
Jeez. How you feeling today, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, bro. You know, I've got to say, I'm very impressed by how patterned this place is, bro.
I appreciate that. How's this London weather treating you, man? Today was a good day, man.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really like the weather today has been banging for most people, but I'm a winter baby myself, yeah. So everyone's like, people messaging me this morning like, have you been outside yet? The weather, and I'm thinking, it's not really like everyone's excited for the sun. It's not really me still. A nice rainy day, bit of Drake music anytime, Yeah, man. I'm not looking forward to the summer. It's not really. Yeah, but that seems to be the topic of today. Everyone today that I've seen today has been like, the weather today is amazing. Nah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first put your flyer up, I told people that you're the stepson of Ziggy Marley.
Wow.
So if you hear that rumor, you have to carry on that.
Yeah, if I hear that rumor anywhere, I know where it come from.
So you got a new mixtape coming out, or the EP?
No, it's a mixtape, Modern Day Hippie, man. Okay. Basically all it is I basically about a year and a half ago found a guy who had a studio literally like round the corner from where I was living at. Mm-hmm. And I just took full advantage, bro. Like I just said to him like, can I basically get in here for free? Like, and we just set up a plan together and get to work. And we're like, he weren't really in it for the money. He was just down to work. So I just took full advantage of that. And I locked myself in the studio for like 6 months.
Well, you real hippie life, like you didn't bath for 6 months or nothing like that.
No, not quite that much. The modern day part of the hippie, like that. I'm not an old school hippie. Definitely a modern day hippie. I definitely make sure I'm washed. But I definitely don't hug trees. But yeah, man, literally, I just thought, wow, like, it was basically like my house, bro. Like, I literally just moved in for like 6 months, and just rinsed it while I could, because I know nothing lasts forever. And this guy, like, he weren't very patterned. It was like I could just sense that in like a year's time, you're not gonna be here, like that. So I just thought, and he's not anymore. The studio's closed down, so I was right. So basically, I just rinsed it, man. What I done is basically done it all backwards though, the way it come around. We done the visuals first, and then the tape after. So the visuals and that are basically all out now.
Okay then.
And the main singles people have already heard. But there's a few tracks on there that obviously no one's heard yet. It's out Friday.
So any collabs?
Only the 2 collabs that everyone knows. So it's basically I've got a singer on there, but no one knows who she is. I don't think she wants people to know who she is.
Why is she like some Daft Punk? She like got a mask on or something like that?
Basically what it is I had a fling a few years ago with a female singer.
Okay.
So we made like a song together, quite like a crude song. And that's on there, so that with a female singer, but I don't think she wants her name exposed. But apart from that, we've got J Status on there, Tynes, and M.R, of course. He's on there twice.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. How do you know M. Dot?
I've known M. Dot since I was about 9 years old. Basically, what it is on Channel U. Back in the day, there was these 2 people called SM Hood Twins, and I said to my cousin, I like this guy, he's hard, S.M, and he turned around and he said, oh yeah, I know him, that's my friend. But of course he was thinking M.R. So that's how I met him. Basically he introduced me to him. I realized it was a different person I was talking about, the same way. But I sort of really looked up to him for years. He was the first person where I live on the Isle of Sheppey, Sheerness, to do music.
Oh, Alice Sheppy.
Yeah, man, that's where me and M Dot are from.
Alice Sheppy. There's black people in there.
Huh?
Is there black people there?
Yeah, of course.
Where's Alice Sheppy?
I've got to say, bro, obviously I come to London most weeks, and I have to explain this to a lot of people. No one knows where the Isle of Sheppey is.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a tiny island. I think it's made up of 9 miles. The whole island is made up of 9 miles. Sheerness, it's made up of Sheerness, Queenborough, Rushenden, and Minster. Oh no, there's a few places. Eastchurch, Warden Bay. There's like quite a few places that make up of this place. But the main town is Sheerness, a place called Sheerness.
And you sure there's black people there?
Definitely, yeah.
Nigerians or Jamaicans?
Both. There was actually a guy, big up Chris. Not that he'll be listening, but there's an old school guy he's like 60 odd called Chris, and he moved from Jamaica to the island, and he makes like Jamaican food.
So he's the mayor of that city then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, man, there's mainly on the island, it's quite a deprived place, bro, and it's nothing like here. It's definitely not like a very multicultural place like that, but no, you'll be surprised, man. There's a few people will pop up from time to time on the island who have got a clue what goes on outside of the island, if you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people there just don't really have a clue what goes on outside of their island. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, they just live on the island and they don't know anything else. And yeah, it's a bit dead. But yeah, that's how I know M Dot anyway, because we're both from the same place. He was the first person to do music on the island, but of course M Dot done grime when he first started, so I like really looked up to him. He was grime MC, and then I just sort of knew him for years, and I always wanted to try and do music, so he sort of kind of brought me in. When I was like 16, I said to him I want to do a mixtape and all of this, and he said, alright, so I'm going to help you out, I'm going to get you a few interviews. And he did. I've got to say, he took me to a few shows, but nothing really came of it at that point. I don't think he was really in a position to do much for anyone else at that point, you know? Then, of course, a couple of years later, he blew up. He went viral. And he gave me, literally one day, I just woke up to a phone call. I hadn't spoke to him in like 2 years. We lost contact, and he literally just rang me one day. And it was him, when I was saying about the studio, where I recorded Modern Day Hippie, he introduced me to that guy, basically. So he rang me and he said, basically, there's free studio time there if you pattern it with this guy properly. And I found it really funny at the time, because when he rang me up, he said these exact words to me. He said, I'm about to change your life. And I thought that was really funny, personally. And I got off the phone. I was like, he said he's going to change my life, because that's a big statement to me.
Facts.
And he did. I've got to say, he did, man. It got me in a position where I could have free studio time. He took me to a lot of shows, and yeah, man, he kind of opened the door for me. Obviously, I met New Level Promotions, who I'm now signed to. I have been for the last year. I met them through him, so it was the door that he opened, you know, like that. So I've got to say, a lot of people like to talk passa about M.R or whatever, and as a lot of people know, we've had our differences, but I wish him nothing but the best, and he has done a lot for me, man. Respect where respect is due. He has done a lot for my career, so yeah, that's kind of how it just come about. I met him through my cousin, and from a kid, and I just know him. I knew him personally, and it just went from there, really.
Okay. Well, again, we got an EP out. This is a celebration, so we're gonna start with You Decide. So we've got a glass there.
A glass somewhere.
And basically, you decide. Yeah, like you see, there's a bag. There's names in the bags in it. So if you take a shot, take a name out, and then take another name out, and then you decide who's better, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to drink?
Yeah, take a shot, isn't it?
All right. All right.
Oh. In the meantime, don't forget, guys, look out for the new mixtape as well. He's got out as well. Again, shout out to M. Dot as well. And obviously, you've got the family here. Use the family. Record label. Management. Yeah, I remember you guys from RB events. Yeah, the RB, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna lie, I don't remember that night whatsoever. I was tipsy that night. But shout out to RB.
All right, so.
But yeah, so take a shot.
A shot is poured. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then in the bag, there's some names in it. So take 2 names out.
I know what that was. That's like, I weren't expecting because it's a different name. But I know exactly what I just hit, and that's my favorite drink. But I didn't know it was that because it's a different name.
So
Okay.
bags, yeah. So there's 2 names in the bag. You just take 2 names out and then choose who's better, isn't it?
Okay. What am I looking? A bag.
No, there's bags in it. There should be a bag there.
A bag.
Like, should be paper there.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
here? Yeah.
He's tipsy already.
Take 2 out. Yeah.
Yeah, take 2 out. Reveal one first and then reveal the other one and decide who's better.
Oh, mad. Okay.
So who you got?
Ooh. All right. I definitely know who's better.
Who's the first one you got?
First one is Bugsy Malone.
And who's the next one you got?
Esky boy, Wiley.
And who you say is better?
Who do you think I'm
Oh,
gonna say? Who do you think I'm gonna
you
say? is
deciding
better?
it,
Bro, I don't think Bugsy Malone would exist if it wasn't for Wiley. Personally, Wiley's the godfather who created the genre, innit?
Okay.
So, yeah, Wiley
Now,
definitely.
right, and put those names aside, take another shot, and then take 2 more names out, innit?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad drunk. You know what? I haven't smoked today either. I don't really like smoking before interviews, so this is gonna go straight to my head.
All right. So are you Rastafarian, by the way?
Huh?
Are you Rastafarian?
I'm not actually a Rasta. I try not to eat pork.
Okay
I
then.
try not to.
So no ham sandwiches or no.
Nah, none of that. But I try and keep. Obviously, my thing is peace and love and all of that. So that side of me, yeah. But I don't follow the whole religion, no. Not entirely.
Okay. I hear that. So what names you got next then?
All right, we're on shot 2. Oh. All right. Okay, all right. Oh, that's a tough
You
one. Do you know what? The first one I picked out is DWE.
Okay.
The second one is Jamie.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. What a tough one, man. What a tough one.
Hey.
Now, all right. I think me and management are on the same page here. Meaning, all right. I love JME. Big inspiration to me growing up. But come on, man. DWE,
Yeah, D-double.
bro. D-double. Come
Yeah,
on.
D-double.
Come on.
Ooh. That's a pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I would have went with Jamie. Me personally, isn't it? I'm more of a Jamie guy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I really like Jamie. Like, he was one of the first grime MCs I ever remember listening to, like back in like 2004. But nah, DWE, man, come on.
It's you decide, innit? Obviously, take another shot and choose 2 more names, innit? Shout out to Jamie D-double as well. You're always welcome to come on Tipsy Talk. But yeah, man.
Yeah, DWE to me is one of the best, man, to ever do it. So yeah, definitely.
Are you surprised it hasn't got any like mainstream success? Like as the main
I'm
success?
not surprised because I've noticed a lot of big artists out there. Well, I say big, but a lot of very, very talented artists don't always get the shine they deserve. I notice it a lot of the time goes in the other direction. And a lot of people, like, basically, if you're underground and you stay true to the music you make, it's going to be harder for you to get recognized in it.
Do you think there's anyone there that's overrated in the industry?
In grime,
Yeah.
it's funny you say that because I would have said Bugsy Malone, to be fair.
No, keep it 100. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Keep 100.
Like, I love grime. I don't really feel many people are overrated. There's people like Yeezy and Izzy Gibson that that are coming up that are smashing it, like, and that underrated to me. But Bugsy Malone.
Okay. What about drill? You into drill music?
Yeah, I don't mind drill. Most of the drill people that I listen to are like my friends.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I don't really. To me, I don't really understand it. All right, so I understand 6-7 and Harlem and all of that, but all of these numbers and that, bro, it gets confusing. I don't.
It's algebra.
Yeah, I like Heady 1
Okay then.
and RA. There's a few, man. There's a few, but I don't really follow it like grime. No, I'm not as passionate about it as grime. No, because I didn't grow up to it. Like, drill is a new thing. It's only been out for the last few years. I go on what I used to listen to when I was like 6-7 years old. and grime was old school grime. Like, do you remember In at the Deep End by Roll Deep? And
Yeah, of course.
like that's what I'm saying.
There's too many of them to remember the names, but yeah, of course I remember that.
That's like that's what I first remember. Old school Flirter D. So that's the grime for me. Grime's changed, isn't it? Grime isn't what it was when I was a kid. Grime is a lot more safer now, I feel, than it was. It's a lot more mainstream than it was.
Speaking of mainstream, did you watch the Brit Awards?
No, not this year. A lot of people were surprised at that. They asked me if I watched it and that, but no, man, I haven't. Not this year. Most years I watch it. I definitely, especially the mobile awards, I make sure I watch that. But the Brits, no, I didn't.
Do you think we need more like those ceremonies?
I think I love what GRM are doing with the rated awards. Definitely, yeah. The more, like, obviously, the more we can do for British culture and that, obviously, the better in it. And GRM, I feel, yeah, they took a big step doing that own award ceremony, you know, like that. And shout out to RBE as well, man, because I think that's lit as well.
1,000%. Shout out to RBE.
It weren't willing this time. We won an award as well, man. My team won an award for best record label management team.
I hear that. Okay. I see
but
that.
Unfortunately, I couldn't be there. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there this time around. But shout out to RBE, man. It's sick what they're doing as well, man. They're doing a lot.
So what's the goal for the end of the year then? 2019. Where do you want to be?
It's all mad, bro. Cause like, I've started working with a guy this year now, literally in January, that I never saw, like the way he works and the way we're working together. I never saw that happening. It literally happened within. It's crazy. So it was like, you know, like you can pay for your for like an advert to be sponsored on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I just see this guy. He had a like an advert on Instagram, and it sounded cool. And I thought, wow. I messaged him. I just said to him, "Yo, man, like, are you down to work?" He hit me back in a way I weren't. He was like, "Bro, I can produce beats for you. I've got a home studio, free studio time there for you." Like, and at the time, it seemed a bit too good to be true. This was in like November, and I thought, "Yeah, all right, we'll see." Come January, before you know it, literally, yeah, me and this guy, it's crazy. We've got the best chemistry, like, in studio together. We can make, like, without even rushing, like, you know, like that, just naturally, we can get like 3 songs done in one session. All from scratch. Like, we will sit there and make the beat all from scratch and make the tune. And yeah, so really, since I've met him, it's a bit of a game changer to me for in terms of my music. To me, my music sounds completely different than it did only a few months ago. My beats sound a lot different. It sounds a lot cleaner. So as far as like music production and where that's going and like where my music's actually going, it just seems, I don't know, bro, like because if you'd have played me the music I've made this year already in the last 2 months in December, I'd be very gassed. Because it's not just, obviously it's about the production and the mixing and everything, obviously the crispiness. Yeah, the guy that I'm working with, he's doing a lot. Well, we're doing a lot. So yeah, the end of 2019, I can't lie, you see the beginning of last year, I never imagine I would have done half of the stuff I'd done last year, in January of last year. Because last year I got to chill with some of my biggest idols growing up and whatever, and done a lot of cool stuff. So I don't know, bro. Hopefully a lot more cool stuff, man. But that's one thing I learned last year. You could never really tell where you're going to end up in it. Life can just change like that. So hopefully...
You said about idols. Is there anyone that's kind of surprised you? That you never thought there would be that kind of cool kind of thing? Or when you met them in person?
I just never thought I would get the chance to meet them and chill with them in the way that I have. Meaning, there's a difference to going to someone's show and catching them 5 minutes backstage and being like, cool, man, I like your music. And then there's actually knowing someone and chilling with them on like a personal level. There's a few people last year that I managed to connect with, which is a real blessing, man. People like Kalashnikov.
Shout out to Kalashnikov, yeah.
Skinny Man.
Shout out to Skinny Man as well.
You know, Black the Ripper. There's a few people, obviously, to me, legendary people, bro. Like, I grew up to them, innit, from young. Like, I remember buying magazines. Like, do you remember Hip Hop magazine?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, I've always bought that every month. I made sure I bought that when I was a kid. And obviously, I grew up buying magazines with these people on the front cover and reading about them. So to go around that house and sit and bun a spliff with them is quite cool to me, anyway.
And cool. If you could pick if you can have a young group, you and 4 other artists in the group, who would you pick?
Oh, it's tricky, bro. You know, it's tricky because it's all mad. I don't know, you know, because it's about like, in terms of talent, I'm very strict with who my favorite rappers are. meaning like it don't really sway. I've had the same favorite rappers for the last like 10 years, and it's so really anyone who knows me, Black the Ripper is my favorite UK rapper, and I don't mean just Black the Ripper that everyone knows now, who is a weed enthusiast. I mean, I mean Black the Ripper from 10 years ago, who not so many people know about, who would spit about the government, and he was more like a revolutionary rapper, you know, like low key. So I've been listening to Black the Ripper from them times, bro, and it was like he spoke my mind for me in a lot of his bars. So yeah, he's definitely, to me, the best in the UK. Also a guy called Iron Bars, that I'm not sure many people know about yet, but they will. A guy called Iron Bars. I had the privilege of opening up for him. He had a show in Brighton last year, and yeah, he's one of my favorite rappers in the UK. But to me, I'm one of them guys, bro, like American rap holds it up for me. Like, obviously I love the UK scene, there's quite a few rappers I like, but when we're talking US, it's like, bro, Wiz Khalifa, man. To me, I don't know, a lot of people disagree with me when I say this. He isn't in a lot of people's top 5, I've noticed, but to me, he's one of the best, bro. Like, Wiz Khalifa are definitely one of the best rappers ever. A guy called Logic from America. There's a few, but to be honest, making a group, yeah, the dream team. Imagine having, like, I don't know if many people know about this guy, Currency Spitter, a guy called Currency, yeah, man, old school. So Currency, Wiz Khalifa, and Black the Ripper, and me in the same team. Wow, imagine that. But no, man, I've never really thought of, I can't lie, I've never really thought of that one. To have a group, no.
I hate it. But shout out your socials. Where can people find you at?
I'm on Insta, who is Ginger C. Twitter, GINGAC_. Facebook, Ginger C, all one word, man. GINGAC. I'm on there. Working on getting the Spotify up and running, official website and all of that soon. But yeah, at the moment, mainly, I think for everyone right now, Insta's the place, and Insta's what's banging. So yeah, man, follow me. I'm on there. Who is Ginger C?
I'm gonna go a little bit old school. I'm gonna play one of your old school videos. Right now. Again, Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesday, Champagne and Conversation, Bantam Before Bed. Don't forget, look out for the socials. We're gonna have a quick break, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna get into it more.
This is TGM Radio UK. Simply good music.
Yeah. Young boy so cold. Yeah. See, I'm just trying to stay focused, full of emotion, hub, stay rolled up. So yo, come over and let me unwind. No, don't hesitate, baby, just come over to mine. Louder, make your eyes roll back. Be rolling up like la la la. See your man, he can try, but he won't get far. When I pull up, make you feel like a superstar. So baby, come and roll with the high roller, chain smoker, roll up in that flame motor. I'm always high, no, I'm never sober. So take 2 draws, beat it till it's over. Your ex say that he's cold, guarantee I'm colder. So if you're down to ride, baby, let me know. Cause I ain't tryna waste no time. And baby, you ain't fucking, you don't get to smoking vibe, nah. See, I'm just trying to stay focused, full of emotion, hub, stay rolled up. So yo, come over and let me unwind. No, don't hesitate, baby, just come over to mine. Baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? So baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? So baby girl, you can be my best friend. You can be my soulmate, let me take you to the West End. Then I invited you to my show, felt a little sprung. So you in the crowd, knew you was the one. So baby, be mine, I will never let you go. Go from chilling at home to killing it on the road. And you ain't nothing like these hoes, cause you're the one I want for life, baby, you're the one I'm keeping closer. Few girls try and hit me up, but I want you the most. I see a future with you, baby girl, just let me know. So many places we can go, and we ain't gotta rush, baby, we can take it slower. Yeah. See, I'm just trying to stay focused, full of emotion, hub, stay rolled up. So yo, come over and let me unwind. No, don't hesitate, baby, just come over to mine. Baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? So baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? See, I'm just trying to stay focused, fully emotion, hub, stay rolled up. So yo, come over and let me unwind. No, don't hesitate, baby, just come over to mine. Baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? So baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? See, I'm just trying to stay focused, hub, stay rolled up. Yo, come over and let me unwind. Baby, just come over to mine. Down to ride. So baby, are you down to ride? Are you down to ride? Are you down to ride?
Yo.
This is TGM Radio UK.
Champagne and conversation. Didn't you see what video was that, man? That was right, man. When was that?
That was Down to Ride, shot by my guy Moss Media. That was the last single that I'll be releasing from Modern Day Hippie.
Okay.
And yeah, that's like my latest music video, really, bro. That I put out. I put it out in the end of September, I believe.
What was the reception of that, man?
Sorry.
What was the reception? What was the people saying?
It's quite good, bro. Yeah, I can't lie. But the main, it's not the biggest track I've done, bro. I can't lie. It's quite good reception, but there's on my actual tape, the actual project Modern Day Hippie. There's a few bigger songs on that.
Yeah,
have had better responses. Yeah.
And right next to you, we got your gorgeous manager as well.
Yeah.
So how did you two meet then?
Basically, what it was is when okay, so we're going back about a year and a half now. M.R was actually my manager.
Okay.
For like 2 months. And basically, he said to me one day, because he was managing me, I've got a show for you to go to. And basically, I went to this show, and it was like an open mic event. And I met Sarah Bibi at the event. It was her event, like an event she'd put on.
Okay.
And yeah, from there, basically, I just made the connection, and for a little while, I was watching New Level at the time. And I see they was doing quite big things, man. And I just thought, yeah, I want to be involved in this. So from there, basically, I just reached out to Sarah and just said, yeah, man, I want to try and get involved. She said, yeah, come down. And I think the first thing we done with me and the team was Flames Radio about a year ago now. And yeah, it just went from there, man. Literally, and we've done, we've literally performed all over London in the last year. We've done Devon, and we've done Birmingham as well last year.
So you're happy with your label? Because you know you get a lot of these artists that are angry with their label, isn't it?
Oh no, I'm definitely happy with my label.
Okay,
million percent, yeah.
Okay. I hear that. So what? Arsenal fan?
Yes. How did you know? That's crazy. I don't really follow football, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them people. I hate football.
Oh, is it?
Meaning people fighting now over this stuff, bro. Like, it's not that deep. Obviously, with me being a modern day hippie, standing there chanting football songs and let's have it. And it's not exactly me. I'm not really a geezer that wears string vests and pops down the pub for a pint. I'm not really that guy. So football's not really me, I can't lie. And when the cup's on and the whole country comes to a standstill and it's like, oh, the football, I think it's all a bit overrated. I can't lie. But I don't know how you knew that, bro. If I had to pick a football team, yeah, Arsenal. And that's only because my nan was from Highbury, and she brought us up to be Arsenal supporters, obviously, because she's from Highbury.
Okay. So Valentine's Day wasn't too long ago. What did you do to a special lady then?
Valentine's Day. Oh, mad. Valentine's Day, do you know, it was mad. I had a show, bro. And I had studio. Do you know what? I can tell you what I done on Valentine's Day. I went to studio all day, pretty much. That's what I done on Valentine's Day. So actually, I was in my favorite place, doing one of the things I love doing the most. So yeah, Valentine's Day was lit for me. I speak for myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I mean,
I'm married to music. So me and my Valentine spent a lot of time together on Valentine's Day.
Alright, so let's get into the weed then. When do you first start smoking then?
Alright, again, I'm bringing this guy. I'm bringing his name. But I can't lie. I'm not one of them people. I don't like going on interviews and lying. Like that. So if I'm going to tell you, basically, I was at a house party. My cousin threw a house party. The same cousin that introduced me to M.R threw a house party. very big house party. It started out, I remember it clearly, as a tiny little barbecue gathering. By the end of the night, the police were called. It was all mad. And basically, everyone was just chilling. I always said, like, all my friends smoked. And I always said, I won't be that guy. I'm not going to smoke. Like, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. And these times, I'm like 14. Really, I was just getting in then. Like, this was the era when Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller first, like, were coming out.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
And, yeah, R.I.P. Mac Miller, the legend, man, definitely. And, yeah, basically, I was just really inspired by them. And all they really went on about at the time was how much weed they smoked. And that really sort of, with me being 14 and easily influenced, that really got to my head. And we was at this house party, and everyone had smoked a little too much, I think. And there was a couple of zoots, like, half smoked. People were trying to pass around. Everyone was like, no, I don't want that, man. I've smoked too much. So attention came to me. And everyone was like, oh, what about GC? He don't smoke at all. Why don't you smoke some tonight? Like, and I can't lie. It was M. Dot that was like, go on, smoke that, and proper made a thing about it, and actually taught me how to, because I can remember I wasn't inhaling it properly. I was just blowing the smoke out, and he was like, bro, you need to inhale it properly and take it down. And it was crazy. Basically, I passed out that night. I passed out that evening. I then woke up to a policeman standing in my room because the party got so mad. I'd been asleep for like 6 hours. My cousin came in the room and he said, do you remember what you done like a few hours ago? I said, nah. He went, bro, you hit the zoot, man, and you passed out, like, you hit the zoot. And at the time, that was a big deal because everyone knew I didn't smoke weed. It was a thing I said I'd never do. And he found it really funny and was like, you probably don't remember, but like a few hours ago, you hit the zoot, bro. Like, and basically he said to me, as soon as I got up, I remember I went downstairs and he said to me, come, we're going out. We're going to go and get some more. And I said, like, bro, this ain't like a lifestyle, really. And it was, the more I tried to say to him, I don't want to smoke, I'm not interested, the more he'd try and get me high. So I remember he just took me round a friend's house and he was just like, bro, just smoke, man, enjoy yourself. And of course, this was like a long time ago. So I got the giggles, you know, when you first smoke and everything's funny. And I just enjoyed that, man. And then obviously with the whole, basically to me, this music and this culture goes hand in hand with rap. I mean, with weed. Like rap and weed go hand in hand. So to me, obviously being in to the industry so much and being into rap and grime and that so much, obviously I met a lot of people that had similar interests to me. They all smoked weed, and before you know it, I was smoking a lot.
So what's your favourite grain that you're smoking at the moment then?
Okay, so really, overall, my favourite strain, like, that everyone would know about is Kush, just OG Kush. But my favourite actual strain of all is ODV3 or Marmalade. Now, that is grown by Lady Sativa Genetics. They're UK breeders. They're the same guys, you know. Big Nasty's just got his own strain of weed. Nasty Glue. They made that. They're the breeders of that too. Lady Sativa Genetics. And they're kind of a newish breeding company, genetic company even. And yeah, man, they make the ODV3 Orange Diesel version 3, which is Ancient Orange and Sour Diesel cross.
Would you think it'd be legalized in the UK?
I can see it coming. The thing is, if someone said to me 5 years ago, do you think weed would be legalized in the UK within, say, the next 10 years? I would say, no way, you're mad. But now, I'm not too sure, bro, because literally it's being legalized in a lot of places, right? Like, nearly everywhere in America now is legal. Canada. So I can see it as a possibility. Like, this time 10 years ago, I would have laughed and said, no way, that's not a possibility. Like, it's not going to run. But now, I do see possibly, maybe within like the next 5 years.
So you're gonna love it when you perform in Amsterdam, then?
Yeah, and I still haven't been. I still haven't been to the Dam.
You still ain't been Dam yet?
No, bro. It's got to a point where, like, say, like old friends that I haven't seen in like a couple years. Yeah. When I bump into people, they're like, "Oh, like, how did you find Dam then?" Like, and just assume I've been, and it's like, bro, I still haven't gone. Like, it's the one place where I just need to go and visit. I can't believe I still haven't been, to be honest.
And cool. So as a hippie, what's your opinion on this whole Brexit then?
Actually, while we're sitting, I've got on the 20th and the 21st of July, it's CannaFest.
What?
CannaFest.
Where's this?
I believe it's in.
I think think it's south. It's
Yeah,
South
it's
England.
near I'm trying Luton. It's right near Luton, yeah, in like Bedford, that kind of way.
So is it like a festival where everyone gets high?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like 420,
Okay.
but a festival.
Over a few days.
Yeah, personally, I won't be camping there. I'll be hoteling that, but I
Oh,
will be there. Yeah,
Me both.
definitely.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
it's Treats on the record label.
yeah.
Okay then.
I'll definitely be performing there. Yeah, that's kind of like a 420 thing.
Is it like a main
obviously.
stage and all that? What's it?
I'm not even too sure, bro. Literally, it's only been
Really
confirmed
just, yeah,
like
yeah.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah, I'll come support if there's an invite. I'll come support.
definitely, my bro.
Definitely, I'll come support.
And then yeah, I'm always at 420. I won't miss 420. No way. I always make sure I show face at 420.
So again, about Brexit again, as like a hippie, I just want to know what's your opinions on the whole situation, is it? Especially in politics.
To be honest with you, do you know what? The other day, someone said to me, "What are my views on like people coming into this country, and immigrants and all that?" And do you know what I said? I said, "Bro, I don't care." Do you get what I'm saying? Now, understand this, right? I don't. Okay, I believe the media try and distract us. So right now, I'm seeing in the
Facts.
paper about a 19-year-old woman trying to get into this country, and they're saying she shouldn't come here because of her past. Yeah. Okay, so if they know that, yeah, and they know her past, yeah, don't let her in then, bro. Yeah. Why make a big deal about it and put it all over the
Are you talking about
paper?
the lady that wants to come back?
Yeah. They know her past.
She
Okay.
was from here before.
Yeah, then she left.
She
to go
left.
to ISIS.
Look at his face.
Like
Yeah.
what I don't get is right. One thing is illegal immigrants. I can't stand it. And people, oh, send them home. Are you mad? Because if you was living, if you was living in a third world country, and someone said to you, "Yo, jump in the back of this lorry with me, and we're gonna go to a well better country. You're gonna have well better opportunities and get a job and all that," wouldn't you?
Jumping.
I would.
I'm
So
gone.
from time all these people
Yeah.
saying, "I'll send them home," are you mad? So most of these people are sitting indoors on. This is quite. It's mad you brought this up because I feel quite passionate. Like
Hey, no, express yourself. Take another shot. Express yourself,
we've
man.
got a guy sitting indoors on the sofa that doesn't work and brings no money into this country. Yeah, sitting there on his sofa smoking his weed, going, "Send them back, send them back." But hold on, they're bringing money into the country, bro, and they're working, and you're not. You know, like that. So I don't all this illegal immigrant stuff. I believe everyone should be free. And it's all rubbish to me, bro. To be honest with you, I don't care enough that I lose sleep over it. I know some people do. I believe that's a distraction because there's real stuff going on in this world that's a problem. Yeah.
So what's the real stuff, man? Talk to us, man.
Like generally, this whole generation, bro. Like, look how acceptable it is these days to like. How can I explain it? Like everything these days, to me, is gang cultured, and everything's like everyone has to try and be someone of some sort of clout in it. That's what it is. Everyone has to have clout these days and be a certain way, have an ego and be a certain way. And I believe that's like the media and that have made us like that. And there's lots of things going on with this world, bro. Like chemtrails, global warming, crazy stuff going on. Like we're all dying, bro. Yeah. And they will put about a woman who's not allowed in this country. Should we let her in or shouldn't we? All over the paper. Yeah, there's people that still haven't been housed. Yeah, people still haven't been housed. Yeah, from the Grenfell Tower. Yeah, but whoa. We spent like millions and millions and millions of taxpayers' money on a royal wedding, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, there was within 1 week, over 50 Palestinians lost their lives. I didn't see one article. I only found that out because I look into this. Yeah, I didn't see one article about this, not one.
Because it doesn't sell. That's why it doesn't sell. It doesn't
But
sell.
I'm seeing so many articles about this woman trying to get into this country. I saw so many articles about the royal wedding. It's to distract us from what's really important.
And scenario. Ginger C, you're prime minister for the day. Would you change then?
What would I change? Well, the first thing is I wouldn't have all this send them home rubbish. Everyone's free, man. If you've got, everyone can have their records checked and that in it, really. So everyone can sit. So if I've murdered someone, yeah, you'll be able to check my record and see that. You can see what I've been arrested for or what I've done in my life. If someone's got a clean record and they've got a clean heart and they want to come into this country and make money for us or whatever, let them do it, bro. Like, I don't understand. Everyone should be free. Let people do what they want as long as they've not done anything wrong. Like, I believe obviously if you're a murderer, you're a rapist or something like that, you don't deserve to have the same privileges as everyone else. But if you've done nothing wrong and you're a legit person, live free. You know, like that life should be free in a sense of you should be able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. So that's one of the things I would definitely change in it. Free living, man. Secondly, definitely legalize weed straight away within a heartbeat. But I don't know, like there's a lot of things that I would clamp down on as well, like spice and things like that. I believe that like homelessness, there's a lot of things people don't clamp down on. So like drug abuse, like hard drugs, like crack and heroin and that. I believe the system could do more to prevent that. Homelessness, I believe the system could do more to prevent that. Like a lot of things get swept under the rug in this country, and I don't believe in it, bro, at all. There's a lot I would change. Yeah.
So what females, man? What females do you like?
What females do I like?
Yeah. What floats your boat?
The only female that I particularly like is here in the studio with us. And
I just tested you.
yeah, she's the only female that I've liked for 4 years.
Oh, okay then. So when's the ring coming then, man?
Huh?
The ring.
Soon.
Soon. Oh, okay, we could do that on stage, yeah?
I don't know about that. You know what it is? That's another thing. When I see people propose, yeah, and it's like in front of people, I always think, yeah, she only said yeah because you put her under pressure, bro. Like, so many people there. So I wouldn't want to do that. I think what I would do is something cringy, like I'd buy her like a pot of weed or something. You know, like when you buy a pot of weed and it literally comes in a pot like a 3-5 and it comes in a push pot. I think I'd like put the ring at the bottom of the pot, so when she gets to the bottom of it and goes to have her last suit of the 3-5, it's there waiting. Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
So as you know in our community, there's a lot of mental illness going on, isn't it?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
relaxes you then, man? What keeps you sane?
Really, I'm one of them people. I like living through the night time. So like right now, to a lot of people, what's the time now? About 9:30, 10 o'clock.
It's got 10, yeah.
A lot of people now would think this is late. Like 10 o'clock, it's late. And no, to me, this is the equivalent to like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm one of them people. I live my life through the night time a lot, and one of the things I look forward to, like if I'm doing stuff with my day and I'm about during the daytime, what I will look forward to is coming home at night and relaxing, meaning putting on a bit of Currency Spitter and smoking a nice bit of weed. The main thing that really relaxes me is Currency Spitter's music, man. Like that, I don't know, that the jazz rap really sets the tone for me. And I don't know, a good film. Always have to. I can't relax unless the lights are dimmed, as well. If I'm
What's the
chilling
last
somewhere.
film you watched, man?
The last film I watched, I can't lie. I don't really watch films like that. It's more, when I say a film, that's just a figure of speech. It's more like documentaries.
Okay.
And like episodes. I can't lie. I'm an EastEnders head, bro. Like
Still?
yeah.
Oh,
I rinse
it's played out,
EastEnders.
man.
I
Since
rinse
Grant
it.
left, it's played out, man.
Now you know what they changed writers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so the script's got a bit more unrealistic. Yeah, and they kind of ruined it for me, because that's one thing I like. I don't like watching any of the other soap operas.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Hollyoaks and none of that for me, because as I'm watching it, I get annoyed, and I think that wouldn't happen in real life. Like, yeah. But what I liked with EastEnders is that obviously everyone knows what the EastEnders like. It's like obviously Emmerdale, Coronation Street, and that. I've never really been to them places, bro. I don't know what it's like there. Do you know what I mean? But East London, obviously, been there many a time. It's like, you know, like that.
Because you can relate to it, that's why.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just found it was some of the, obviously not everything because it's a soap opera, but a lot of it was kind of realistic. But then when they changed writers, the script became a bit. I found myself watching it and saying, nah, that wouldn't run. And I never done that with EastEnders like before. So I stopped watching it for like a year because I thought, nah, some of this stuff just wouldn't happen in real life. It's letting me down. But this year, since like January, I've got back into it, bro. I can't lie. That's my thing. When I want to relax, if it's not Currency Spitter in the headphones, it's EastEnders and a nice joint.
Alright. We're going to go for another quick break. We're going to play one of another music video. But again, shout out to social again, man. Where can people find your new EP at, man?
Instagram, Who is Ginger C? Facebook, Ginger C. Twitter, Ginger C _GINGAC, all one word. I'm there. Mixtape, Modern Day Hippie, out this Friday, being premiered on Link Up TV's official website.
And you manage to shout out the record label. Where can you find the record label at?
New Level Promotions on Instagram, Facebook. Do you have Twitter? Are you on Twitter? Twitter's kind of old school now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school for me, the Twitter
Yeah.
thing's
Twitter's
getting
coming
old
like
school,
MySpace.
so-
Yeah.
And you get underscore promotion.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
man.
don't get the retweeting stuff. I get confused. With it.
But yeah, new level on everything as well, man. Make sure you follow them up as well, man.
But TGM Radio, Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesdays. Yeah, we're coming back.
This is TGM Radio UK. Simply good music.
Team OSM. OGE Beats. This is Netso.
They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they didn't see. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they noticing me. It's okay, it's alright. Yeah, it's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna get there in due time. I'm gonna get there in due time. Yeah, it's alright, I'll reach the spotlight in my own time. See, I'm gonna get mine. Yeah, it's alright, I'll reach the spotlight in my own time. They don't wanna see me shine. This year, man, I come so far. No, I can't lie, man, it's been a long grind. This year, man, I come so far. Can't lie, man, I love to rewind. And yeah, it's all smiles over here, cause I'm about to get mine. And I'm gonna make it this time next year. Nobody gonna shine. And they don't wanna see me make it. Me on my back, I know that they be on that fake shit. But as long as I get paid, everything is all gravy. Couldn't give a fuck, are you crazy? They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they didn't see. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they noticing me. It's okay, it's alright. Yeah, it's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna get there in due time. I'm gonna get there in due time. Yeah, these fuckboys, they keep on hating. Turn up on my own though, doesn't bother me, no. Yeah, these fuckboys, they keep on hating. Turn up on my own though, doesn't bother me, no. Cause I've been on the road killing these shows. And they be hating, but it doesn't kill my ego. So why they hating, man, I guess I never know, nah. So why they hating, man, I guess I never know, nah. Young Dredge, yeah, I'm still out here on the payroll. Trying to do my thing, yeah, young and trying to make dough. I'm ATL, tell a fuckboy, try your thing. Sitting in my side chick's whip, blowing smoke out the window. Driving past my girl house and I'm smiling. I got the country flavors, that's the reason why the line a ring. The gal wanna diddy bop on my cork. When I call the Uber, only something 30 that I'm climbing in. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they didn't see. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they noticing me. It's okay, it's alright. Yeah, it's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna get there in due time. I'm gonna get there in due time. Get there in due time. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they didn't see. They wanna act like they didn't notice. They wanna act like they noticing me. It's okay, it's alright. Yeah, it's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna get there in due time. I'm gonna get there
This
in due time.
is TGM Radio UK. Simply good music.
Yo, Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesdays, champagne and conversation, banter before bed. We're here right now. Jeez, we're here right now. I'm tipsy, just getting to myself.
Are you tipsy?
Ginger C.
What's
How you
going on?
feeling? How you, man?
What's going on,
Basically,
bro?
it's part of the show, yeah. It's called Drunken Dilemmas.
Drunken dilemma. I've got to say, I've had to slow down on the drink. I'm really not a drinker. How many shots did I have? 2.
I think he's had enough.
And
No, he can have 2.
No.
Do you know when I know?
No, we want to hear a story. We want to hear a story.
Story.
Yeah, your drunken dilemma, innit? So your
Oh.
drunkest moment that you can remember, isn't it? Yeah.
Bro, there's been a few. Oh no. All right, so I can remember making myself look like a real idiot, bro. Like, I'm not like that anymore. This was when I was like 16, and I guess I thought I was bad, and the drink went to my head.
Whoa.
And we were
Where
at a
was
house
you?
party. I was at a house party, and a guy was sitting down on the floor, and my girlfriend at the time was sitting in a chair. And he literally just put his hand on her leg to help himself up on the chair.
Yeah.
And all I saw in my head was his hand touch her leg. Like, I knew why. I knew he was getting up, but obviously I was so drunk. And I made the whole house party come to a standstill and made some big deal out of it and was like, "Oh, you touched my girl, man." And I remember it got to a point where my friend, who was like, you know when you you go out and when you get drunk, you've always got that one friend that will like stay sober and be the voice of reason. And keep everyone in check. And I remember he called me over and literally pulled me in a corner of the room and grabbed me by the scruff of my neck. And he was like, "Sort yourself out. You're drunk." He was like, "You're embarrassing yourself." And I was so drunk, I went from being really angry and switching on this guy, thinking I was bad, and saying, "You touch my girl, I won't have it. Who do you think I am?" So then crying, apologizing to everyone, saying, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ruin everyone's night." And it was that one of them particular evenings there like that made me realize drink is not for me. Definitely not. Management know, obviously, what I can be like after a drink. Yeah, it's not good, man. It's not like I don't really act like, because obviously I was young then, I don't really act like an idiot. I'm not really that.
Drinking's not for him.
Yeah, I'm not really that kind of drunk. I'm not.
He needs to stick to smoking.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not one of them people that get drunk and acts like a crackhead, because I know there's a lot of people out there like that will carry themselves like that. I'm not like that. But it will go straight to my head, and I will need carrying home after
peeling off the floor.
Yeah.
Peeling off the floor at a petrol station in the middle of nowhere.
Walking into McDonald's at 5 a.m. for no reason. Like I just needed to be out the car in it, because we're driving back from one nightclub in Essex and we're coming back to like Totty.
Yeah.
And basically the guy that was driving wasn't the best of drivers anyway. And we're going down the motorway now.
And you get car sick.
Yeah. Now I've done like balloons as well, you know, like that with the gas kind of stuff. And that's not really me either. That's not really like something I'm into either. So I've done that now. And basically, that night I was going up to the bar. A good friend of mine was working at the bar that evening. And basically, every time I asked for a drink, I was getting doubles and triples and all kinds of stuff, shots.
Okay.
And yeah, man. Basically, I don't even know why, bro. I walked into McDonald's at like 5 a.m. and just sat down and just like outside, you know, like I didn't actually walk in. You know that you got outside, but the benches are.
Yeah.
I like laid down.
Open.
Yeah, yeah, and they was like cleaning up in there.
In drive-through. No, let's tell the story.
Laid down in the
He
drive-through.
was laid out in the drive-through.
And there was still people there like cleaning up or whatever. This lady come out and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine." Yeah, bad times, bro. That was another time. That was quite recent, as last year. That was another time when I woke up and realized, I shouldn't drink. It's not. Yeah. Like I'm one of them guys. Hangover, bad times. And yet, to be honest, drinking for me can ruin my whole week. If I go out on a Friday and get really drunk, I've still got a hangover come Sunday, bro. Like it's not. It takes me a couple of days to get back. So yeah, I think that's why I'm so big on the smoke as well. Not only that. My dad has actually got like a drinking problem, so I suppose it made me like resent drink. Do you know what I mean? So
like,
I think that's
abuse
why.
It? Like, did he like hit you or something like that because of the drinks or?
No, he was an aggressive drunk. He weren't violent, more aggressive. A lot of arguments and that due to drink. A lot of unnecessary stuff went on because of alcohol. So that sort of, especially with, I don't know, I feel like the culture that I'm in is more weed. We support weed more than drinking it. Because to me, let's be real, bro, drink's poison. Drink ain't good for you.
No, of course, 100%.
And
everyone's got their own like vices that escape.
And
that's why,
weed is the healing of the nation. It really is, I believe. So
I hear that, but there's loads of chemicals in the weed as well, though.
Not if you know what you're smoking.
True.
White ash gang.
True.
Yeah, man. If your ash is white and your thing's been flushed properly, if the grower knows what they're doing and they know how to flush that weed properly, that's all good. You won't have to worry about that anyway.
Like me growing up, like all my friends used to smoke weed, but the thing that put me off of it, because obviously DMX is always one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, DMX.
He started smoking, isn't it? And then obviously it got too strong, isn't it? Kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And my thing is, if DMX never smoked, I think he would be the best alive right now.
I heard that. I've always believed DMX was on bigger stuff than weed.
Yeah, but that's what they started putting stuff in the weed first, and that's how it started.
Okay.
They started lacing
the weed first. That's how it started.
I didn't realize that. I just remember. It's mad you say that, because I used to love DMX as a kid growing up. And about 5 years ago, I stumbled across a documentary of him. Like, I hadn't heard anything about him for a few years, and I thought, DMX, like. And I found a video of him, bro, in a bad way, like not making no sense. And it's quite upsetting. I thought, right, that's the guy that like was the man when I was younger. And
But didn't say,
Yeah.
you know what they say in music, innit? If you're already a smoker, they said the goal is to have at least smoke with Redman, Meth Man, and Snoop Dogg, innit? That's
Yeah.
the goal, isn't it?
Yeah. Really, the goal for me is Snoop and Wiz. They're the main two people, yeah, to smoke with, yeah. In terms of UK people, I think I've ticked all that off the bucket list.
Ticked off, yeah?
Yeah, but
Okay.
in America, there's quite a few big smokers, yeah, that I want to get to smoke with, yeah.
And basically, this part of the show is called Praise and Raise. So whoever done
Okay.
good for you, we praise and raise them. I'll start off first. Praise and raise. First and foremost, I got invited, actually, VIP section. I went to the Big Nasty show with Mo.
Yeah,
Mo the
yeah.
comedian. Yeah, I went with that Big Nasty show. It was a good experience. Like, it was a bit scripted, but it was good. So VIP. So
Yeah, I
shout-
done that too. It was a sick experience, man. It was good.
You went to that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right. I can't complain.
He doesn't know why you went to.
Well, when did you go?
Why did I go?
No, when did you go?
You went to the first.
The
show
first ever show.
Oh, the first ever show, was it?
So it's like October. No, it wasn't. It's way before that, wasn't it?
No, it was September.
Was it? Yeah. It was.
First season.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
First
okay.
season, first show. Yeah, you went to.
Yeah, no, I went last week. It was right. It was a good experience as well. Who else? I'm gonna shout out Praise and Raise you for actually coming, man. I do appreciate it. I didn't know you was gonna be in the management, so even Praise and Raise for that, man. Again, as well, shout out to Ribs as well. Ribs, he brought Flirta D on, and obviously they got an event coming up on as well. And
Yeah. Big up the legendary Ribs.
yeah, 100%, man. Honest dude, humble guy. And obviously, there's a couple of videos that I stunned upon this week. I thought it was hilarious. I just wanted to share it with you lot. So obviously, if you could just play the first one, Ivan, please. I don't know which one is ordered. I'm kind of tipsy right now. But yeah, Praise and Raise. What video's coming up? Oh yeah, basically this is a house party of kids, isn't it?
Cause they hear we got swagger, but we kick him to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. Get this out! Get everybody the fuck out now! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Will you get me right? I don't give a flying. Cause they hear we got swagger, but we kick him to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. Get this out! Get everybody the fuck out now! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Will you get me right? I don't give a flying fuck. Out!
You talking about house parties earlier?
Has that ever happened to you in a house party?
No. Oh no, it did.
Is it?
It did. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh, listen, I'm gonna sound so stupid.
What
telling this
happened?
All
You
right.
had a house party in your house.
No. All right. So who does this anyway? Right. It's happened twice. All right. So the first time it happened, I was 15 years old. My cousin, who was like in her 20s, had her own flat. She went away for 2 weeks and gave me the keys. Who goes away and gives the keys to a 15-year-old? Yeah, for 2 weeks, and expects nothing to happen.
So what happened there, man?
Within the first night, the police came and said you need to leave.
Serious?
Obviously, they realised it weren't my house, and when I said like my cousin's gone away and left me the keys and that, they literally said like everyone's got to leave your house. They turned out and they said you're disturbing the peace because it weren't like it was on an estate, and everyone obviously there was a lot of people living around us.
Yeah.
So loud music and that was keeping literally the whole block up. And the police actually said they could smell weed from the other. It's quite a big estate, and they said they could smell it right from the other side of the estate. And yeah, it weren't good, man. It didn't go very well. That soon finished. That weren't a house party that lasted very long. Well, it did. It was a good night, but yeah, never again. Then the other time was when I was a bit older. I was about 17 now. And all right, so my girlfriend at the time, her parents went away for 2 weeks and left her the house. Left both of us the house, actually, and made us both promise that we was going to look after the house together, rah, rah, rah. Now, this actually was meant to be, this weren't actually our fault, like, we was actually just meant to have a gathering, and about 10 people come round. Now, we passed out, we drank a little too much, and we passed out with these other people still in our house, like, we passed out and they were still there, you know, like that. So then they obviously thought, which is quite disrespectful, let's call up a few more of our friends and have them come over to this house.
Word of mouth, man.
Yeah. So I woke up while my girlfriend still passed out, and I realized when I got up, okay, there's a load of strangers in this house who I don't know. So I had to be that guy, man. I had to be that guy that was like, all right, everyone get out. What are you doing? Everyone get out of the house. And I didn't really want to be a party pooper. Obviously being like 17 and, yeah, being a modern day hippie and all, it's not really in my blood to be that guy that's like, oh, party over. But I had to do what I had to do, man. The house was getting trashed. Obviously it weren't my house, and I found it quite disrespectful that people invited like strangers to our house to party while we was passed out, sort of thing. So yeah, I have actually done that myself once, yeah.
Oh man, there's another one, the Chelsea guy. The Chelsea one, you got that one as well? There must be that's one there. Oh man.
I can be arrested if you want.
Yeah.
Don't put your hands in my face. I can be arrested if you want.
Put your hands in my face.
What's your face?
You put your hands in my face.
You better even make your life to the Lord Jesus Christ.
What are you doing here?
I am preaching.
You are preaching. I'm going to require you to go away.
You can never.
Okay, then I will arrest you for a breach of peace. Plain and simple.
What breach of peace?
It's what you're doing at the moment. You're causing problems, you're disturbing people's days, and you're breaching their peace. Okay, so for that to be dealt with, if you won't go away voluntarily, we will have to arrest you.
I will not go away because I need to tell them the truth. Because Jesus is the only way, the truth. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life.
I appreciate
and
that.
Nobody.
But nobody wants to listen to that. They want you to go away.
Oh, you don't want to listen to that. You will listen when you are dead. You will listen when you are dead. You will listen. Take me. No. Don't take my Bible away. Don't take my Bible away. Don't take my Bible.
I gave you the simple option.
Don't take my Bible away.
No, we're not taking it away.
Before that, sir.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Whatever you like, you can even do. Whatever you like. Where do you park? Huh?
We're not parked anywhere. We're going to go for a walk. Thank you.
You want me to...
Oh my heart. Hey Ginger, I need to get your opinion on that.
Alright.
And Mrs. Will Management, I need to get your opinion on that as well.
It doesn't surprise me.
Where you park?
I'd like to say that I'm surprised at what you've just shown me, but like I was saying earlier about this day and age and what's wrong with society and whatnot, I'm really not surprised that you've just shown me that and that happened. Again, yeah, that's partly what I really feel is wrong with the community and wrong with the world. The police, man, they abuse. They are not here. They're meant to be here to serve and protect us, bro. And I don't believe that's what they do at all. I believe a lot. Not all of them, because don't get me wrong, I have met the odd one. It's rare, but I have met the odd policeman that has been okay with me and has done his job properly. But I've had a lot of dealings with police in my short-lived life, bro, and I can't stand them. And they do 9 times out of 10 they're very judgmental and they do abuse their powers. Yeah, they do. I can't stand. And the way that guy just got dealt with is absolutely disgusting. Most definitely.
Have you ever been a victim of stop and search before?
Have I?
Yeah,
many a times. Basically, yeah, me and the police don't really get along. It's not really.
Did you have anything on you?
What it really was, basically, my dad obviously has had a lot of run-ins with the law as well in his life. And obviously with the same surname or whatever, they realised in the end that I was his kid, so they that weren't a very good start with them. And then boom, yeah, I got stopped once. It's all mad, yeah. Yeah, I got stopped before. I got stopped with a tens on me, bro, like a gram of weed, like a tiny little bit of weed. And it was the way the guy had done it, man. He just walked up to me and he was like, "All right, sir." I said, "All right." He said, "Do you smoke weed?" Just like that. And I was like, yeah. He said, "You got any weed on you today?" I said, "Nah, man. I tried to play it all." Before you know it, I'm being thrown to the ground. My arms being like up my back, like they're trying to restrain me and all this. And it was like the guy was gonna cry because I said to him I didn't have any weed. When he searched me and found it, it was like he was gonna cry. I was like, "You did have weed. You lied to me." Do you know what's funny? I was literally just telling someone this story the other day. They booked me into the cells under a false name and address, and I was in the cells for a good like 10 hours before they realised it weren't actually who they thought it was.
Seriously?
Yeah. And the only way they managed to do that was because they called me out and they said, basically, because I got arrested with, not anymore, I'm a good boy now. Yeah, this was a few years ago. Because I got done with possession with intent, they said, we're going to go to your house, the address you've given us, and raid it. So I thought, boy, I've got to tell them the truth, you know what I mean? And I said, have fun, because it's not my address. And it was just the guy's face. He looked at me. I said, and while we're on that subject, the name I've given you ain't my name either. And it was just, bro, they couldn't believe it, that they'd let themselves do that. You know what I mean? They'd booked me under a false identity for a good few hours. But yeah, basically, long story short, me and the police haven't had a lot of... They don't like me, I don't like them.
No, the reason why, because a lot of people say how it's white against black. Well, I always say it's always about class. Yeah,
to be honest with you, it's nothing to do. I believe a lot of it does have to do with race, yeah, because I believe a lot of white police are scummy racists. Don't get me wrong, I do believe that, yes. I also believe, very stereotypical in terms of just general, like you say, class, dress sense, the way people apply themselves. You could be a white man and still get harassed by police, same way. Just for how you're carrying yourself, yeah. To me, the police like are corrupt, bro. I've been stopped by a couple of police and been found with weed. They've gave me it back. They've gave me my weed back.
Have they taken the weed for themselves before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So basically, no one would even believe me, like, to tell this story. Like, I've told some people, I don't think they have believed me. I got stopped before. I had normal UK cheese, a 3.5 of normal UK cheese in my pocket. I had like a tens of grape, like some nice grape. They searched me, bro. They took my grape and gave me my cheese back. Like, it's that real. He just took my grape and was like, "They are," and just gave me my cheese back. A policeman stopped me before. They searched me. They didn't find any weed on me, but they found a grinder on me and King Rizzlers. And he said to me, "I'm taking your grinder and your Kings. Is that all right?" And I said, "Is that all right?" "Not really." And he like laughed and he was like, "Well, I'm taking your grinder and your Kings." Like, bro, these people smoke too.
Quick question, yeah. I've always wondered, like, say for example, say if I get arrested by weed and they take it, what do they do? Do they burn it or are they reselling it?
I believe they probably go home and smoke it, bro. Because that guy that took that grape off me, he knew what he was looking at, and he thought, yeah, there's a bit of dead cheese and there's a bit of nice grape, so I'm about to go home and smoke some grape. He knew exactly what he was doing. I've had police, like, bro, without going into it, I know police that smoke weed, yeah, 1,000,000%, yeah. Without baiting myself up on the radio, I know that police smoke weed, yeah.
So what? Who you praising raising this week, man? Who's done good for you this week? Who you praising raising?
Who's done good for me?
Yeah.
Management always do good for me. Yeah, they keep stuff moving for me, man. So yeah, I'm praising management. Sarah BB right here next to me, definitely gets praises. Apart from that, really praises is a strong word, you know, like giving someone praise, you know, in the last week. All right, so
who's done good for you, man?
My mum, she always does good for me, obviously.
Shout out to Mumsy.
So shout out to Mumsy. My chick who's here, who just walked back in the room.
Fiance, man, you have to start speaking futuristic. Fiance.
And yeah, of course, management. Because you said a week.
We've got a lot of stuff done this week.
Three people who have done a lot for me in the last week, yeah. So yeah, praises to them, definitely.
So what you manager, who you praising this week? Who's done good for you this week?
In terms of?
In general, man. It could be anyone. It could be the postman. It could be anyone.
Postman.
No, the postman didn't do good for me this week because I ordered something online and I was home and he rang the doorbell and didn't wait long enough for me to answer the door and then stuck the card through the door. And I put the card to go to the post office between the hours of 7 and 12 p.m. So I'm not happy with that right now. Postmate this week. You know what? Today my daughter, she came out top in her class. She got 90%. She did an art exam and got 90%, and she was really worried about it. She got the best mark in her whole class.
Okay,
so, my daughter. I think.
And again, as a manager, can you just break down just the hard parts, the stressful of being a manager of your own record label? Because again, a lot of people see the glamour and that, but they don't.
Like, it's not really a record label; it's a management company. First of all.
Okay then.
And the tough part is when my artist, I'm not going to mention any names, but certain artists, they don't listen to me, and I've got I advise, and they don't listen to my advice, and they go and do they make a decision without me, and then it goes pear-shaped, and then they come back to me after they've made the decision
and say you was right. Yeah. I don't know who she's talking about right now.
I believe there's a story there.
Basically,
don't say what it was.
What it comes down to, is basically this happens a lot. Like we're on about a specific thing, but basically, management are always right, and a lot of the time, I don't. Basically, I'll go to management and say, "Yeah, I've got an idea. I'm gonna do this," and then management might say to me, "No, what you've got to do is this," and I'll say, "No, but I want to do this. This is my idea." And then I'll run with my idea, but then come back a couple of weeks later and be like, "No, actually, you was right. I need to be doing this." Yeah. So basically, the lesson I keep learning, because I'm one of them people. I have to see something for myself. You could tell me the sky's blue. I won't believe it until I've seen it for myself, bro. Like, so yeah, basically, I'm that guy. I will make my own choices. People can tell me, "No, don't do that. Do this," and I'll think, "Nah, man, I want to do this though." But then, 9 times out of 10, management know what's best. So. Yeah, that does happen a lot still.
All right, cool. That was praise and raise. On the flip side, we got name and shame now, innit?
Ooh.
So whoever stressed you out this week, we name and shame them, isn't it?
Stress me out. Do you know what?
Yeah, you stressed you out this week.
O2 Network.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go,
bro. I was on the phone to O2 Network for 3 hours. 3 hours.
Oh, no, wait. Why would you call it O2 anyway?
Okay, so I had to set up a new phone contract. Yeah. Now check this out. I've never heard anything like it, bro. They sent a letter. A letter to my house. Yeah, addressed to me, my address, my name. Because basically my contract, right? The contract that I already had with O2 was in somebody else's name. The contract was my contract, but it was in someone else's name. So I rang up to change the contract over into my name and start a new contract in my name with them. Yeah, I done that. Then they've sent me a letter in my name addressed to me. So I've rang them, obviously like it says to do on the letter, and they've said, "Oh sir, your account's in someone else's name though. Like it says there's an existing account to your phone number and this SIM card, but it's in someone else's name." I said, "Bro, how is that possible? Because you've sent a letter to my address addressed to me." You know, like that. So I don't really O2 this week. I've really stressed out my life. I've got to say they really did. Nah, they did, man, to serious levels. Like I found myself really stressing. And I don't like to be that guy. Like when I'm on the phone to the people at the call center and that, I know they're just doing their job in it, and they can't actually control what's going on. So I don't like to be that guy to be like, right, you're not doing your job properly, man. But I was a bit firm. I was a bit firm with them. Yeah, I was a bit firm. So. Name and shame this week, O2 Network. If you're on O2, don't bother. Try and go to GIF-GAF because I've heard good things about them still. Yeah, people keep telling me, change over to GIF-GAF. But yeah, name and shame, O2 Network, bad times for you this week.
Anyone else you want to name and shame?
Not particularly, you know. No, my chick's surprised. She was like, ooh. But no. Not particularly. No one that I will name and shame.
What about you, management? You name and shame this week. You stressed you out.
My artist, but I'm not going to say that. No, it wasn't him.
Okay.
You wasn't there. You wasn't here yesterday. You don't even know. I ain't even told you.
Oh, it makes a change.
It's another artist.
Makes a change. It's not me.
So,
it's not me. We've got the champagne here. Let's pour out some champagne. It's not me for a change. Celebrate.
It's not you.
What happened, miss?
Right, what happened is we had an event yesterday. I'm not going to say who the artist is, but I'm going to tell you the story about the artist. And you know how, like, when you have a venue and they give you the venue, obviously it's a bit of give and take. So if a venue lets you come and do your thing, which was an open mic at the venue, they'll say to you, you know, come to use our venue, but we'll make money. We won't charge you for the venue, but we'll your people and everyone who comes can buy drinks at the bar and make money. Or buy food from us. So they're still getting something. We're getting what we want and they get what they want. Okay, so only one of my artists decides. Everyone knows that's the deal. Go shell down the bar, whatever you want to call it. Okay, he stands outside the back entrance of the venue drinking his own drink.
I know that was.
I've had to come out And I just said straight in front of everybody, and there was other people there as well. I said, it's a piss take. I had to come out and say that. Am I allowed to say that on radio? That word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Express yourself, bud.
Yes, I said, no, you're taking the piss. Because you're just being cheap. That's what I said.
You know when
I
you...
said it in front of man them as well. So
Say no
now that
names.
I'm saying this in front of man them, I don't like, you know what, I can't stand a cheap man. I just can't stand it.
Aye.
If you want to be cheap, stay at home.
Say no names, but I know that was. I know that was.
Wait.
So
What did you drink? What drink was
No,
it?
can I just... No, I'm finished. So
I
that
bet I
was
know
the-
what drink it was as well.
Shush. So I haven't finished.
Yeah.
So that was the beginning of the event. Halfway through the event, because we kept having breaks for every so often we have like after 4 artists we'll have like a break to go. People can go buy a drink, smoke a cigarette outside, whatever. So halfway through the event now, I've gone outside to let everybody know it's time. We're gonna start back in 5 minutes. He is standing now in front of the venue with the drink, with a drink. So you're taking a piss again, and I've had to switch on him again. So I'm not going to say who. I'm just saving the embarrassment. But if anyone is listening out there, like I've been a promoter for like 10 years now, and I've been putting on events, and it's only fair that if you have an event and you're doing something at somebody's event and they're going to give you a venue, and that you know, it's a bit of give and take. So do spend money. You know, sometimes you do have to put in a bit of money to. And if you haven't got money to buy a drink, don't come out of your house. Just spend money. Because if I ain't got money, I don't come out. I don't come out my house. And, you know, I just don't like people that just come out on the street with no money. I don't like it. You even have a little emergency £5 or a little £10 emergency.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? Even my kids have a £5 emergency.
Times are hard right now, Michelle.
You open a little zip of her little inside pocket, she's got a £5 in there at all times. For anything. It could be any emergency. Most times she spends it, she's like, oh, mummy, I really needed a tropical flavoured Skittles, so I spent it. You know what I mean? Like, but she's got it. She knows she's got it. You know? But what drink do you think it was? Let's see if you know who it was.
I bet it was Voss or E&J.
Wait, if he's got money for that, he's alright.
Weren't it? Oh,
Okay.
no, man.
It was a cheap drink. It was
Dragon Stout! I know who it was! Yes!
Oh my god!
No!
Definitely a yardy guy.
You're shaming us.
179 in some.
Wait, was it? Wait.
Don't even get me started.
I know who we're talking about, and I thought my man spent some money on the big drink.
No, honey.
Wait.
Splashed out.
It was Dragon Stout.
Oh,
cheap £1.79
no.
Dragon Stout.
DUN.
No.
That same
And it
boy
was
was drinking
£4.
side.
You could have gone inside and bought a £4 Cavassier and Coke, have a little bit of class, drink some Cavos. You know? They had Cavassier, they had Discorama, they had Hennessy, they had a full bar.
The video of the African guy, the
They had
preacher.
a
Not the
full
preacher,
bar.
there's another one.
Anyways,
Please.
I don't like cheap people.
See,
If you're
another
going to
one.
be cheap, stay in your house. If you don't have no money.
Is it? You sure?
Because
Oh,
when I
okay.
don't have no money, I stay home. Simple. Stay at home.
It's not that I don't mind cheap people, because I understand not everyone can have money or whatever. But what I don't like is what I've noticed a lot has been a rise of it, even more so. A lot of people talk about having money in their music and that, and they don't.
My God.
There you
no,
go.
It didn't end with that. Hold on.
Keep going. No,
my
keep-
God. It's
express
all
yourself,
coming
miss.
back to me now. It's coming back to me now. It wasn't just the 2 incidents of drinks. It's a restaurant. There's food there.
Man.
So halfway through the show, I've looked over at him. He is clearly sitting right in front table, front of the show. Reaches in his bag, opens, and is sitting there munching on a packet of. Brings his own food in there as well.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is a piss take.
He's boosting me up.
Now the only time I do agree with bringing your own food and drinking is the cinema, because popcorn and drink cost too much in the cinema. So if you've got kids and you can go and buy a little popcorn from Tesco's or Morrison's, a little bag and a can of drink for them, get it from there because it's too expensive in the cinema.
No, we'll do. Yeah, we'll take Chinese in there and everything. Yeah, we do everything. Yeah.
Cinema's different. But this is at an event, and plus you're the artist as well.
Did he go and perform that night as well?
Have some decorum.
Did he perform as well?
Yeah, but not with the thing in his, not with the drink in his hand.
The mic in one hand and the stout in the
But
other.
the manager of the event saw him. The manager of the venue saw him. So now I'm embarrassed now taking back to that venue. And it also embarrassed me as well, because she's looking at me like, what kind of artists have you got? Like, I've given you a spot for free. Your artists have paid nothing to be here. Do you know what I mean? Have my venue. Do what you want in it. Just buy drinks at the bar to support me, and buy some food or whatever. And
So-
they my art only the one which is my artist. Out of all the artists that were there, there's about 20 artists there. The one had to be mine.
So he's not getting kicked off the label. He's not getting kicked off the label then.
And then I'm thinking about it. Next time I see you. Oh no, what did I put in the group chat today though?
I don't know, what was it, draw out?
Did you not see what I put in the group chat? What did I put in the group chat today? I said, guys, when we come back from the show in Devon, certain people are going to be leaving us, and certain people are going to be coming. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything.
I did see
I
that,
said
yeah.
enough in the group chat. I just dropped it out there to let you lot know. I'm real. I just want to be real.
And guys, as we know, a big dilemma is going on. As you know, knife crime, obviously, you know, publicised in the media and that. I just want to know, what's your opinion on how we can tackle that then, isn't it? Because a lot of people say youth clubs and... I don't know, express yourself, guys. Take a little something.
Now, should I talk to you?
Yeah, go on, you've got time.
Microphone? Am I supposed to be talking to the mic?
Yeah, talk to the mic.
This one. Is it on? So basically...
Yeah, talk, miss.
About 15 years ago, I was trained, like, I worked for an organisation called the Enfield Youth Engagement Panel. And what the Youth Engagement Panel did, it was an organisation set up by, now they're retired police officers. At the time they were serving police officers for Enfield Police. So one was a chief inspector and one was a sergeant. So they came together and they it was in 2008, so we had a lot of stabbings in Edmonton in 2008. So they came together and they decided to set up an organisation which was going to help police communicate with the streets, because there was a barrier against the young people on the streets and the police. So they started this organisation and I jumped on board and got trained as a youth worker, and it was going really well. I was with them for about 10 years, and there was so much, every year we'd have to go to like funding meetings and stuff like that, and they did really good, and the knife crime in the borough went down. We were going into schools and doing workshops, youth clubs, everything, doing all the good stuff, until the council decided to take the money, that they didn't have any money to keep us going because it was a youth charity. So all of a sudden the money was taken. They had the big restructure over there at City Hall, and money was taken out of resources to work with young people in the borough organisation. From that time, that organisation closed down, and I believe it was about probably 5 years ago now. There's quite a few of us on this team. It was a big team, we grew. The knife crime and exclusion rates in the borough of Enfield went back up again. So that was enough to show them that obviously the work that we were doing with that generation actually helped. And so I put it all down to the government funding, taking out money and putting it into the wrong things at the time. Because I'm in Edmonton every day. I'm in Edmonton or Tottenham. That's where you find me every day. All this money, cycle lanes, really? There's temporary lights everywhere. There's a cycle lane on every single road. They're trying to turn it into Amsterdam. That's what they called it, you know, the Mini Holland project. Because they want to make Enfield, the borough of Enfield, like a Mini Holland, and have cycle lanes and people on bike. I've never seen anyone use a cycle lane, the ones that they have put in. And now it's just
If they want to make it like a Mini Holland, I know the first thing they could do before they put bike lanes. Yeah,
legalise it.
Yeah. No, I can't lie. To me, I believe a lot of people try and not sweep knife crime under the rug, but I feel like a lot of people don't care about something until it affects their life.
5 people were stabbed in London last night.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people will watch it on the news or hear about it and go, oh, that's terrible, isn't it? And then just crack on with their day. No one will really try and stand up for something, I believe, or not everyone, but a lot of people won't really try and stand up for something and really make a stand until it affects them, or something about it will affect them, you know, like that.
I know you guys are from North London. I mean, I know it's the riots. Remember the riots that started in North London? Do you ever think the riots will happen again?
Shall I tell you a funny story about the riots?
Yeah, go on, express yourself, go and talk, man.
Do you know, I didn't even know the riots was going on. Yeah, I was in Mauritius. I was in Mauritius and I woke up and I flicked on the TV, and it's a very small island. We only have 3 channels. We only have 3 channels in Mauritius, so you either watch the news, or you watch an Indian TV, or you watch some local Mauritian TV station. And I put on the news and I looked and I was like, that looks like Tottenham High Road. And then I turned the volume up. You know, the Tottenham riots, the news reached Mauritius. overnight because they're 4 hours ahead of us. So I saw what was going on already. So then I had to call home, and I think I called my brother. I think he was the first person that I called to check that he was all right and stuff. But yeah, what were you saying about the riots?
Do you ever think that will happen again? Because obviously, as you know, there's jobs are going down. Prices for stuff is going up there. Knife crime.
I believe something like that. I hate to say it, like, I don't really. I hope it don't. But I believe there's a possibility something like that could happen again in my lifetime. Yeah, man. With the way the world is, that's what I'm saying. Like this, bro. We're doomed, man. Like that.
But
also the apocalypse or something.
Yeah, but we're strength. What do they say? We're strength in numbers. So if anything we want, right, we can. I'll be honest with you. We can get whatever we want, even with the government. Yeah, if we just all join together. Yeah. You see how the Tottenham riots. I don't know how. Well, I remember how it all started, but I wasn't here, so I can't really say like what was going on in the beginning. But anything you want, we can overpass. Even the government, even police. The only reason why the police are allowed to deal with us in certain ways is because they walk around with the uniform that they've been given this authority, which people are scared of. But really, there's a lot of things you don't know. Like the police can't just stop and search you. They can't just ask you what your name is. They're not allowed to do that. So I think it's about educating young people about their rights. Because when I worked for the youth engagement panel for 9 years, we would actually go around and and I would go around with the Enfield police and the gangs unit that I worked with, and we would go in schools and we would have stop and search meetings where the police officers would get young people and they would explain to them their rights. And because a lot of people, young people, like they think, oh, if a police officer asks me my name, I have to give it to them. If they want to know what's in my pocket, they're allowed to stop and search me. No, they're not. They're not allowed to stop and search you. And a stop and search is actually invalid if they don't give you a slip of paper, the green slip. If you don't get the green slip, the stop and search is invalid. And these are things that young people need to be educated on. I educated my boys on them. My boys are 22 and 18, and they know their rights.
So what's the rights? Just talk to us, man, because I don't really know, isn't it? Like, obviously, like, because I don't watch a lot of news, but obviously you hear about. I know it's America, but it don't really happen here. But obviously,
and also, if a police officer stops and searches you, the first thing you should do is on their shoulder they've got a number. That badge number identifies them. So the first thing you do is you check their badge number.
Of course, and they're public servants, so they have to identify themselves.
Yeah, they have to identify themselves. If they ask you what's your name, ask them what their name is, because that's what I do.
Exactly.
When the police stop me, they say, well, what's your name? When the police stopped me, I'll tell you when they stopped me. They pulled me over. They pulled me.
Well, when was this, miss?
They pulled me over the day before New Year's Eve. I was coming back from the big nasty video shoot in Chelmsford. Remember that night? Yeah. Right, come over. Pulled down. Now I'm in the car now. They've asked me certain things, whatever. I've got out and I've walked to their car for them to question me, breathalyzing me because it's the day before New Year's Eve. So obviously they're breathalyzing people. Now I've never done a breathalyze in my life. So I don't know how to use one. I know you blow into the thing. But obviously it was cold. It was 1:30 in the morning. I've blown into it, but I was pausing. Because I didn't know you're supposed to blow one long pause for 30 seconds. I didn't know that. I've never done one. So I kept pausing. So when it came back 0 on the screen, because I already told him I had a drink 5 hours ago. So that's not still in my system. Because I was actually working on this. I didn't drink nothing. So then, because he just needed an excuse. He goes, oh, I think you should do another one. Well, why should I do another one? I've just done one and it's come back 0. Why should I do another one? Oh, because when you put the window down in the car, I could smell alcohol. Yes, because I had 4 other people with me who had all been drinking. So obviously my car's going to smell like alcohol when I put the window down. He just assumed that I had been drinking. And then his reason was because I paused on the breathalyzer, I should do another one. I should do another test. So then he made me do another test. Asked me what my name is. I said, what's your name? And he's like, why are you asking me my name? I said, because I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to ask you your name like you're asking me my name.
The best thing I learned about the police, because me, it's not, obviously I don't drive. So for me, it's like stop and search on the road. The best thing I learned, which I didn't know for a lot of years, and when I did finally learn it and find it out, it saved me a lot of slack. Ask them if you're being detained. Yeah? If they're not detaining you, you can walk away. If they are detaining you, they have to have a genuine reason. So under what act? What have I done wrong for you to detain me? Under what act are you detaining me for? Most of the time, I went through so many stop and searches where I didn't know that, right? So I didn't ask them that, and I got stopped and searched when they weren't even legally obliged to do it. Once I learnt this whole, am I being detained? they walk
So
off.
once you say
They ain't got
detained
nothing
and
to
they say no, you can just run away.
yeah, literally, you just turn around and
Right,
say,
you just walk away and be like, oh, okay.
I've
so
quite
officer, I'm not
smugly-
needed here. You
In-
just
yeah.
say, officer, I'm not needed here.
In
So
my
have a
life, I've
lovely
quite
day and walk off.
smugly-
Okay.
That's what you do, yeah.
quite smugly, they've stopped me enough times. I said, am I being detained? And they will ignore you and they'll try and change the subject because they don't want to answer that question. And you say, no, I've asked you, am I being detained? They say no. Quite smugly, I turn around, thank you, see you later, officer, bye. Walk off, they can't do nothing. They're not
And
even
that's what
legally
they do.
allowed
They're
to
not
touch you.
educating the kids. They're not educating. What they should have done is they should have gone into year 6. Because I work in a school. I'm a teacher. What they
Okay.
should have done is they should have gone into year 6 when them kids are getting ready to come to secondary school and start educating them on their rights. Because 2 years ago, if I said to my daughter's in year 8, and if I told her 2 years ago, what do you do if a policeman stops you and asks your name? Oh, mummy, I've got to tell them my name. No, you don't. What do they tell you to empty out your pockets? I've got to empty out my pockets. They're a police officer. No, they're just people with a uniform. When they go home, they live in a normal house like us. That's what they do. What gives them a bit of authority is because they were governed by the government to go and do a job for the government, and it's not to serve and protect. Because that's in America. In America, the police have to serve and protect, and that's their saying. Over here, their job is to log crimes. That's what their log is to do. They have to look. This is why we have this thing. They won't even come out to your house unless you have a crime reference number. If your car gets burgled into and you call the insurance, the first thing the insurance says, did you get a crime reference number? Because the police's job in this country is to go around and monitor what's going on in the community. How many burglaries, how many stabbings, how many crimes. Like even down to like stabbings and stuff like that. My son got jumped by like 20 people when he was about 15 years old. Did they care? They didn't give a shit. They didn't care. They would have cared if he had died. They would have cared because then it would be another murder they've got in their hands, another murder in the borough. But it wasn't a murder. There wasn't the killing. He lived, so they didn't care. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what the only thing that annoys me about these days? Like, say if someone's getting like unruly, like we're getting arrested. A lot of people just get out their phones without helping someone. I'm thinking like it's not necessary. Everyone has to get their own phones out, innit? Like at least someone help the person, isn't it?
See me, I'm the other way around. You know, I would help the person. You know, I'm the wrong person to know.
Bro,
I'm
there's
the
so
person
much
who will go
wrong
and
with this
protest
like
and start a
society.
riot. I will.
There's so
Because I
much
always
wrong
do
with
that.
society. That's what I mean. We are doomed, bro. Because like from time, who you meant to trust more than the police, really? Like obviously, apart from your mum and the police, yeah. Who you meant to really, when you're a kid, who do you get told to trust? The police are good people. They're here to protect us. You got any problems? Go to the police. That's what school and people drummed into me from a kid. Yeah, you got any problems? Your parents, or if it's deeper, go and find a policeman. Really, they don't protect me. They've never.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
They've not done me no
There are
favors.
some crazy people out there. We do need police, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
There's some
of course,
people I
of
won't
course.
approach. That I'm not making no civil arrest
Yeah,
for
but what
anyone.
the
innit?
police are going to do is go and approach the person and go and stop them from coming to you for something, like the crazy person.
Yeah.
That's all they can do. They're going to go and restrain and hold the crazy person. And then what they'll do, if there is a crazy person, because a couple of years ago in Edmonton, there was a crazy man that was chopped off someone's head. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
see
What, he was
that
going
was
around
down the
chopping
road.
people's heads off?
No, he chopped off one lady. Said,
Well, it's done like by Asda, innit? On
rest
4th
in
Street.
peace, the lady. No, it wasn't. No.
But that's what, for example, that crazy man there. I'm nowhere near approaching that crazy man, innit?
Right, he was jumping through people's fences. Anyway, there was a lady. I think she was hanging out clothes online, but she was well known in Edmonton. She even had a cafe on Church Street for years. So, old lady, 80 something, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. He stabbed her or chopped off her head or something like that. Anyway, and so in that sense, we needed the police because obviously he was going through the gardens, but with crazy people, I think I can't remember the sentence that he got, but it was he got off very lightly and got it was put down to he was crazy and just got sectioned or mental health or something.
Yeah.
Right, if that's the case, if there's mental health people out there, you need to know how to contain mental health people. I met a person the other day and she's basically sectioned, but yet she tells me she's allowed out during the hours of 11 till 3 p.m. as long as she goes back to her crazy home at 4. Right, you know how much trouble you can get into in them hours? That's 4 hours, a crazy person on the street. What is her mind frame? It was probably this man. He was probably the same thing. He was probably just let out for day release. You can't let crazy people out. No, you can't let these crazy people out.
No, can you
on
say
day
like
release.
my man?
It's
Yeah,
not
day release
right.
chopped off people's heads and went back to the crazy house.
No, he chopped off her head and got caught.
Who is
Ah,
it?
yeah,
Told
yeah.
me, I think it might have been you. Someone told me that some guy just randomly started attacking. No, it was a chick. Some woman randomly started attacking this other lady in the street for no reason. Started chasing her down the street and that. And when obviously the police got called around, that's where it turned out. Oh, she's mentally ill. She's off her medication. And literally.
And then that is also we can say, what is mental health? What is mental
Yeah,
health?
that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm telling you right now,
Everyone's using that as an excuse these
if I
days.
take any of my kids to the doctors right now and say, oh, you know what? she's having she's
ADD.
she's getting upset every day. She's getting angry every day. He's punching the walls every day. You know what? Within a week, I can get prescription medication for my kids, and they will tell me there's something wrong with my children, and they need tablets. Back in the day, there was no tablets.
Beats.
Yeah, there was a beating. You got a beating.
That was beats. That was,
Yeah, but then-
Because when I started going in my room and smashing my walls and stuff like that, and I was 17 years old, and I'm throwing pots and pans, it was, you know what? It was time for me to leave my house. It was time for me to leave the house because I wanted to be grown. So as long as I wanted to be grown, and I'm talking to my stepmom the way I'm talking to her, and talking like I'm a big woman, I'm only 17, it was time. What I did, I packed up my stuff and I left. And that's what I tell any of my kids: if you want to be grown, you leave your house when you start and talk back to your parents and stuff like that. But there wasn't any of these kind of tablets and stuff. But now they're just feeding up children with
That's
tablets.
what I'm saying. Thank you.
Another thing about obesity. You know what? I don't think I'm overweight, but the doctor today told me I was overweight because of this chart that they made in the 1920s. Because I'm 5'2" and I weigh this amount. Oh, it's coming up. The meeting the dot, matching the dots. This chart was made in the 1900s.
Yeah, but
So
that's what I'm
people
saying
were
when I
smaller,
say,
you know,
like, so I mean, like, I don't believe prescription drugs always work. I believe
They make
like
it worse.
a
It's
lot
a business,
of
innit?
that's what I'm saying. A lot of these prescription drugs are there to silence people.
yes,
yeah.
Ro, you remember that. No.
If you're schizophrenic and you go and you get put on these tablets, bro, they're just monging you out. They're putting you to sleep. They're not making you better.
No, they're
I
not.
had a friend who was schizophrenic. He was on all kinds of diazepam, quetiapine tablets was what they put him on. Bro, they just made him go to sleep for like 15 hours a day. That's what it was. They just knocked him out.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
not getting better. He's just not around. You know,
They're
like that.
feeding
So
our
he can't
kids.
affect.
Yeah, they're giving
They're
our
not
kids
making him
tablets,
actual better. They're not
medication.
solving the illness.
No, they're not.
That delaying it. That
They're making them dependent.
Yes.
Because when you're telling little children that they've got a problem and they need to take because they've got ADHD or something and they need to take medication, right? So then their body, they start taking this medication and their body becomes dependent on the medication. So when they grow up, the body is filled up with so much of this chemical and medication that, you know what, when someone looks at them the wrong way or pushes them by accident on the train, they do switch on them. Because it's not them, it's the medication.
they make it so there's
It's
not
pulled
enough
up in their
natural
body
chemicals
the whole
being
time.
released in your brain,
Yeah,
innit? Not enough
basically.
serotonin, not enough natural chemicals.
Yeah.
And basically what it is like, if I was standing here now, and I'm making a scene doing something that I can't control doing, it's an illness in my head.
Look, someone's
That
even
just
said
giving,
on our live, look, she's even said, and the thing is, you take one tablet and it creates something else.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
business.
true.
You know that's business.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals,
But I don't
business,
believe
innit?
in-
And it's all because pharmaceutical companies
business.
need to keep money.
But I just want to ask you,
Yeah.
do you think there's like a cure for like cancer and AIDS and HIV
Yeah.
now? I just want to know, do you not believe that?
Bro, 1,000,000%. I don't believe that cancer research. We could sit and talk for hours because the tins of worms that you keep opening, man, it's like things I feel quite passionate about, and that cancer research dead. Yeah, all of that dead.
So you don't believe like children's
bro,
aid or nothing like that then?
Akon, yeah,
Here we go. Yeah.
managed to provide electricity in that for like millions of African kids or something like that. Yeah,
It was 1.3 billion.
exactly, 1.3
No,
billion.
no, talk
Yeah.
about that. I like
So
this,
what's
yeah.
going on with all that money that we're putting towards these charities to do the same thing?
Yeah, and yet
Dead.
they're doing nothing.
Dead. Yeah, at the end of the day, cannabis oil has been proven to kill cancer cells and that, bro. It's been proven. Yeah.
But the problem is that the cannabis oil has only just come out
Course.
recently in a few years.
But I don't believe for a second, not for a second, cancer research, I don't believe goes towards cancer research. Not at all. Not for a second.
So none
It's
of these
all- it's
children
all a money
AIDS or
scheme.
kids in needs and all that, you don't believe
Yeah,
that none
it's,
at
it's
all,
all a
bro?
money scheme. And really, like, as a kid, like Christmas and Easter and them things there, I looked forward to them and thought, yeah, cool. But the older I get, the more I realise as well, it's a money scheme.
I'm not
Everything
sure.
is all it's all about money, and it's all about the third eye. Bro, like the pyramid is on the dollar bill, bro. Like it's all linked together. Yeah, we're living in a controlled world where a lot of people don't even know it. Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, if I've got like schizophrenia or something like that, and I'm acting out and I can't control it, rather than let's make him better, let's actually do something to solve that problem so he doesn't do that again and he doesn't feel to do that again. Let's give him medication that's going to put him to sleep for 15 hours, and then when he wakes up, he's not going to remember doing that. Meaning like people get treated with mental health. People get treated like if you're a kid and you're having a tantrum, your mum might put you in your room for 10 minutes, calm you down. Yeah, they're treating it like that, bro. Like, he's acting out, he's ill and he's acting out and he can't help doing that. So let's give him a tablet that's gonna knock him out for 15 hours and get rid of him so he stops doing it.
And before we leave, guys, let's talk about diets as well, because a lot of people say it's the stuff in food as well, innit? Like, what should we be eating? And there's people, because I got a lot of takeaway shops, and I'm not gonna lie, I put my hands
Bro,
up in it.
I'm going to be very hypocritical right now. Now, okay, McDonald's, I believe awful. That's not real food.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
The one that eats McDonald's all the
Yeah,
time.
but check it. McDonald's shouldn't exist. No, wait for it. It's not McDonald's though. I will eat that if I have to. Like tonight, if I'm on the way back through.
No, I've got your curry chicken and rice.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've got your
Management.
jerk chicken and rice.
That's what I'm saying. Definitely.
So what the radio
This
host?
is what management. I didn't know. What
Definitely
you
praise
wanted.
week for management.
Where's
Yeah.
the contract I want to sign?
But yeah, okay. So if it was any other night, I might be tempted to quickly grab a cheeseburger because I know that that's quick and easy and it's food. But really, McDonald's dead, completely dead. I don't believe in that company at all. Dead. But I am a fried chicken guy. I can't lie. Like I will, spend a lot of money on takeaways and eat takeaways. The other week, I think I set a new record for myself. I got a takeaway 6 days in a row. In a row, yeah, fried chicken.
Ooh, that's bad for you.
But especially like Indian food as well, like chicken
I
korma.
love Indian
Oh, but it is all bad for you, man.
But yo,
End of
it's
the day,
Doctor told me today.
the end of the show. Yeah, basically shout your socials out where people find the mixtape, the new music, upcoming performances as well.
Who is Ginger C on IG, Facebook GINGAC, Twitter Ginger C over _. Modern Day Hippie coming out on Link Up TV's official website on Friday. It will be on like other sites and that as well, of course, but that's the main site to get it. linkuptv.com, premiering it on Friday. Modern Day Hippie. And yeah, man, mainly the main thing I'm on right now, Instagram, Who is Ginger C. Make sure you follow me up, all my updates on there, man.
Right, you management, anything you want to shout out as well?
Yes, just follow us on Instagram, _promotions, and because I don't manage the Facebook. What is our Facebook?
It is New Level, yeah. It is New
Is it
Level,
just
yeah.
New Level?
Yeah.
Facebook is just New Level Ltd. And can I just say a special thank you, a shout out? Can I shout out to Early Morning Trappers on Instagram for this pink hat? I finally found the perfect jumper to wear it with today. And thank you, and loads of love to you guys. So now
Oh yeah,
I've
while
got
I
to go
remember,
on the slides too.
let me just quickly shout out Tracy because I know she's locked in, and let me shout out to Mel because I know she's locked in.
And
And
shout out the rest of the New Level team.
I'll
as
only
well.
get an
Shout out to
earful
Roro.
if I don't shout them out because I know they've
I
locked
know
in.
Rose locked in as well. Big shout out to Rowena, the organisation I worked for years ago. I worked alongside her, so it's like we've grown up together. Known each other for like 15 years, so she knows exactly what I'm talking about in terms of like cutting the budget and putting money into the wrong things in society and stuff. And she's always there, and big love goes out to her and JJ too.
Jeez. Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesdays, Champagne Conversation. Yeah, no, we're just going to end off with plays one of his music videos. Thank you guys for coming again. You're always welcome to come back. Appreciate that. And yeah, man, stay safe. 2019. Jeez.
What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. That peace that we're after lies somewhere beyond personality. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Risk being seen.
Yeah, I got girls out the way. Yeah, they know Sam, shit, they rating. All of these fuckboys are hating. So tell them get out of my way. Sprite, codeine, 2 white cups and I'm faded. Going on like I'm designer. I'm blowing up, I ain't made it. They wanna know who I am. So tell them to look on my gram. Some guys wanted beef, but when they saw me, yeah, they ran. Pull up in that whip. White X6, just like my hands. They wanna know who I am. So tell them to look on my gram. Some guys wanted beef, but when they saw me, yeah, they ran. Pull up in that whip. White X6, just like my hands. Flyboy. Signs. Let's get it. Panda, 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 panda. Tell them don't waste my time, but I ain't crept or Conan. Nah. Roll with a guy with dreads that looks like a stoner. Bent Pete cat all dressed in black like you're about to get rolled on. Cheesy pack, rolling dank, it's green and strong, Hulk Hogan. Whip that fast, no speed limits, crash the whip and get a new one. What, this old flow? Yeah, it's mine, but you think it's a new one. I might take your girl, send her emojis, stick the chick and get a new one. Yeah, I might ditch the chick and get a new one. Yeah, I might flip the script and get a new one. Bow. Don't think you're sick cause you're in gallery stunting with Ciroc. You're broke, you can't afford water on the rocks. And you're a fuckboy, so I know you don't call the shots. I know guys that don't rate you, and never send you straight to the shops. You got a finance whip? Cool. Man don't care about BMs. Please tell your girlfriend to get out of my DMs. Like, why you trying to FaceTime me this late for us deep in the PM? Your Snapchat name is Wavy Don, but your real name's Liam.
Young Dreads. My love.
This is TGM Radio UK. Simply good music.
Pull up in that drop top, my dreads are on fleek and your bitch say she feeling me. I tell her get in and she giving me I connect after I'm drilling G. They be talking that shit but it's cool, they ain't saying it when they bump into me. Young boy so cold, talk about the best young cause you better consider me. Been going in for a sec, no you will never get rid of me. Snakes in the grass stay low, but I see that they still wanna hit to me. It's nothing, make sure that I'm busting. Your girl should be coming subject to discussion. It's like that I'm puffing. Smoking on that pack, got that lighter on my lap. With lighties with brown eyes and brown hair, yeah, I'll be going in.